Hello friends, welcome back. This is Yenna at Moonlit Planning. This is a plan with me for the week of June 21st in my Hobonichi cousin dailies. And if you watched my previous plan with me, I did promise that there would be less missing footage. I apologize. I've come to realize that I am just not in a situation to be able to leisurely film everything out. I do use this as my functional planner. So instead, I'm going to try my very best to always include some kind of flip through of my daily pages so that you can at least see everything in its entirety once it's complete. In this particular plan with me, I've also included the shop names for all of the stickers and washi that I use for each page. So I hope that is helpful. I know that sometimes I miss certain shop names when I point out products because everything is sped up. So I thought maybe a written description would be more helpful. So that is going to be available in this video. And before I forget, there is something that has been added into my link tree. If you're new here, I am a PR girl. I do have a link tree always in the description and the comments, where you can find all of my PR discount codes as well as other non-PR related discount codes to the shops that I really, really like. And there's a new link called a support me link at the top of the page. I spoke about this on Instagram. I totally forgot to mention it on YouTube. Very long story short, I felt weird about having this kind of donation / support me type of link, despite my planner friends asking me to do this because they wanted to love on me and support me in some way. I just felt weird about it for the longest time, but with the persistence of my planner friends, I've come to realize that there's nothing wrong with receiving the support from people who enjoy the content that I produce. And if that is the case for you, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Just some things to note about the donations. It is through PayPal. It's kept anonymous. There is absolutely no minimum, and everything is only used towards planner content and improving the planner content that I have available on all of my social media platforms, which include YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook groups for some of the sticker shops. So if you have any other questions, please let me know, but that is available now in the link tree. And for all of the planner friends who have supported me thus far through the link, I truly, truly appreciate and love every single one of you. If you're not aware, I have been on a no spend for quite some time, so these funds really help me try out different items and products for you guys. So hopefully it can improve the quality and increase the number of things that can provide planner inspiration for all of you. Anyways, so the highlighted moments at the bottom here that I'm journaling about. So this was a month ago. I can't believe it's already been a month. Hopefully I can get more content out more regularly. But anyways, they had construction going on for, I believe, 2 weeks. So I was going crazy, which is why I used that upset mochi character. It was just driving me nuts. If you've ever experienced construction noises next to your house for prolonged periods of time, it is so, oh my goodness. And since I work from home and I do everything at home, it was just absolutely, I was like on the brink, but then it ended. So, and I finally got my hair done too. I hadn't gone to the salon in such a long time. So I have it's not curly, it's like weird, kinky, wavy, and it's impossible for me to handle on my own. So because of COVID, I hadn't gone to the salon for a long time, but I was finally able to go and get my hair straightened out. So it basically just chemically straightens it out and added in a little bit of a curl at the end. And it felt so, so nice. I'm always in a good mood after I get my hair done. or, cut or styled or whatever. Just, it's such a nice kind of battery recharge type of feeling. Anyways, so I am doing Tuesday now, and one of the reasons why I use my marker first and then I don't write the title immediately is so that it can dry. If you don't use a lot of brush pens or markers in your planners, basically it's just too wet. If you write on top of it immediately, it'll feather the pen and it doesn't look nice. So I usually highlight it and then write all my to-dos and go back to write the titles. On this day, I believe I split it up between AM and PM tasks and then a middle work-related portion. And this is going to change every day. It just really depends on what I need that day. So I don't split it up the same way every single day. You'll notice I'm very sporadic in my planning, and it's really fluid, and I just use it the way that I need to use it for that day. This day, I needed it split up AM and PM, and it worked out really great. So that is what happened. In general, from what I remember, it wasn't the happiest day this day. I was just really exhausted and stressed, and it was to the point where I didn't feel like journaling. There are some days where I will go for days without journaling or planning, and you'll see these more prevalently in my Hobonichi Techo A6, which I believe is coming up maybe in the next plan with me or the one after. I believe it's the next one. But with the Hobonichi cousin, because there's so much space, I felt very pressured sometimes or stressed seeing all that empty space. But I'm much happier in the Hobonichi Techo A6 now because it's just so much smaller. But because I didn't feel like journaling, but I didn't really want to leave that blank space, I thought, what would make me feel better? And then I thought, okay, I'm going to write down a positive affirmation for myself to remind myself that I can do this and I've got this and it's going to be okay. Sometimes I feel like when our bodies are so physically exhausted and we're mentally exhausted, our physical, mental, emotional states, they're so heavily intertwined that each one affects the other. And my mental capacity on this day, it was feeling very negative. So I knew I needed to remind myself that there are good things, that I can do it, that I have done it, and I will continue doing it and rocking it and just being an awesome member of this society. So if today or recently it's been one of those days for you, I just want to remind you it's gonna be okay. I promise. I also remember thinking that I'm so grateful to have found a hobby that gives me such joy and that I feel so passionate about, because it really is the perfect combination between something that is functional and also just gives me pure happiness when I do it. And I also wrote a PS to myself in the corner, which is coming up soon, that if positive affirmations and reminders don't quite do it, then just look at really, really cute stickers or stationery. And yeah, so anyways, I am now referring again to my weekly to figure out if I have specific hourly time tasks that I need to remember. And this was the day that my giveaways on YouTube and Instagram ended. Thank you to everybody who entered. It was such a fun event, and I was so happy to be able to do it. I remember because I was feeling so... I made a mistake here. That was supposed to say work, but I wrote the wrong words, so Anyways, I wasn't able to get to all of my to-do lists for my portfolio the day prior, so I decided that instead of rewriting every single to-do list out, that I would just tell myself to refer to the previous bullet points on my to-do list. I dipped my pink Pentel brush marker into the light blue Pilot ink, and I absolutely loved how this ombre effect turned out. I was really inspired by the baby blue and baby pinks on this day, so instead of a to-do list, I just wrote refer to the task from yesterday. It worked out great, and I wrote in some details that I needed to remember for the giveaway. I didn't realize how many things I needed to do for the giveaway. It took a lot longer than I expected, but it was so fun, and I really hope that I'll be able to hold more giveaways in the future to give back to everybody who is going on this journey with me. And this is a very abrupt transition. I do apologize. So the day I was working on before was a Wednesday. I skipped through Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and this is a complete page of Sunday. I do apologize again, and I will do a flip through of everything. I added in the crinkly page sounds because I just love that so much. Thursday and Friday are quite private, so I skipped over, and I did a washi page for Saturday. I received happy mail that day, so it made me very, very happy. I hope you enjoyed this plan with me, and I hope you stay safe and take care. Bye!